Hello students. Today in social studies we're going to talk about the economy. Can you say economy? Try it. Economy. The economy sounds like a big grown-up word, and don't get me wrong, it is. There are still things I'm learning about the economy every day, but you all are very, very smart and you're ready to start learning. When we talk about the economy, we are talking about the way that people use money. We're talking about how they earn it, like through their jobs, and how they spend it once they have it, and what they spend it on. Take a minute to think in your brain about these questions. How do people earn money? What do people spend money on? The economy is a big subject, but we can begin thinking about it by thinking about those two questions. Today we are going to talk about that second question. What do people spend their money on? Let's think about the way people spend their money. People spend their money on food they need to eat. They spend their money to have a place to live, like rent for an apartment or a mortgage for a house. They spend their money on electronics like their computers or their phones, and they spend money on getting the electricity to power them. They spend money on clothes and haircuts, medicine when they're sick, and gas for their cars. If they have children, they probably spend money on toys and school supplies. What else do people spend money on? When we talk about the things that people spend money on, we are going to use two different words to describe them. These words are goods and services. When people spend their money, they're usually spending it on either a good or a service. Now let's talk about what those two words mean. Goods are things that are made or grown that we pay for. We usually buy goods and take them home with us. If you can touch something you bought, hold it in your hand, and take it home with you, then it's probably a good. Services are actions that people do for us, that we pay for. If there's something we can't do for ourselves, so we pay another person to do it for us, that's a service. Let's visit Callie's lemonade stand to learn more about goods. This is Callie and her lemonade stand. She made lemonade and is selling it. People come to buy her lemonade. Callie is selling a good. It is something she made that people buy. This lemonade is a good. It is something that I can take in my hands and take with me. Now let's talk about services. A service is something that someone else does for you. Let me show you a service that I had to use just the other day. These workers are plumbers. The other day, the water would not drain out of my sink. I looked under the sink to see if I could do anything. But I can't. I don't know how to fix a sink. So I had to call a plumber to see if they could fix the sink for me. A service is when you pay someone else to do something for you. I cannot fix the sink in my house by myself. The plumber is fixing it for me. He gets paid to fix the sink. He is not giving me a good that I can hold in my hands and keep. What he's doing is providing a service. I'm going to show you some pictures of services. Do you notice what they all have in common? those pictures of services had in common? I did. They all had people in them. That's because a service is provided to us by another person. A doctor or a nurse takes care of us when we're sick and can't take care of ourselves. That's a service. A plumber fixed my pipes because I don't know how to fix my pipes. A mechanic fixes the car because I don't know how to fix my car. Services are provided to us by people. Now you know the difference between a service and a good. If you have your packets with you that were mailed home, go ahead and get them now. There's an activity in your packet about goods and services. If you don't have your packet for whatever reason, that's okay, because we're going to go over it right now, so just follow along. This activity is about sorting the attached goods and services pictures. How can you tell if they are goods or services? This activity is labeled 1C and should look like this at the top. Instead of cutting these out and sorting them, let's just put a G next to the pictures of a good and an S next to the pictures of a service. I'll do the first 3 with you, and then you can do the rest on your own. Let's look at the first picture. It's a picture of a mail carrier. Is the mail carrier a picture of a good or a service? It's a picture of a service. The mail carrier is doing something for us. He's delivering our mail. He's providing a service. The next picture is a picture of bread. Is bread a good or a service? Bread is a good. You can go to the store, buy it, and take it home with you. The third picture shows a mechanic working on a car. Is that a good or a service? If you guessed service because there's a person in the picture, you guessed right. If there's a person in the picture providing a service, that's a pretty big clue that it's a service. If it's just a thing that you can carry around with you, it's probably a good. I think you're ready to do the rest of them on your own. Just remember the difference between goods and services. Thank you so much for taking time to learn about the economy with me today. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!